welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna film a look that has been requested to me by some people, and especially by my mother. She told me yesterday she wanted a look that was easy to do and like work appropriate and summer appropriate, but she still wanted to look a little glammed up and just but very little makeup. I mean, not little makeup, but little time doing your makeup. So this is what I'm going to try to achieve, and I hope you guys enjoy it, so keep on watching. So to start off, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Lumi True Match Foundation in the shade, if I can find the shade in here, N3, that's Natural Buff. I usually always take this shade. I'm just gonna take out about 3 pumps, and I'm gonna be putting some oil on the foundation, because even though this is already a luminous foundation, I want to make it extra lumi today. About 2 to 3. And then we're going to do a little foundation cocktail and just move it around just to get that all mixed in. And you're going to put whatever's left on your face. I did not prime today, but if you guys want to prime or you can live without primer, it's totally fine. You can prime and go ahead and start your foundation like I'm doing. So you just want to work this all over your face, tapping motions, just like working it in, I guess. Beauty blending it. We want to run our beauty blender one time across our lips just to make sure that we have no foundation line in this area. Taking it always down our necks. It's very important to drag our foundation down our necks so everything matches. Now we're gonna go in with concealer, and I'm going to be using the LA Girl Porcelain. I'm trying to use a lot of drugstore products on this tutorial, so it's very affordable and easy to get. Just gonna pump it out and just drag it across like a triangle. These concealers go a little yellow undertone, which is good for me because I like yellow undertones, my bad. But they do have a really good color selection, and they go from pink to neutral, I have noticed, because I have a bunch of them. So you can find whichever shade fits for you, and they're really cheap. They go for like $2 something. I bought them online, but I know they have them now at some stores here in Puerto Rico, or online if you're not from Puerto Rico, obviously. Make this all over our eyes and lids area, and that's gonna be our eyeshadow primer. Dragging whatever's left to the high points of the face and the places that we want to highlight. And one thing that I always do is I run my beauty blender from the side that I use to apply my foundation with under wherever I apply that concealer, to just make sure that everything is really blended out seamlessly and that you don't have like a triangle and then your foundation. You just want to run this everywhere that you apply that concealer. Now for setting, since we have no time to get a setting brush, we're gonna go and use our beauty blender like I have done many times here on my channel. And I'm just gonna be using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, but you can use any powder that you have that's less expensive. I know the NYX one works really well as well, and there's a couple of ones out there. Be dipping my beauty blender like wise and applying this under my eyes. We're not doing any baking today. We're just gonna be putting this on our eyes as well. You guys can see we can use one tool to do multiple things. And we just want to set wherever we apply that concealer, just because we're gonna get greasy there the fastest, on my experience. So we're just setting everywhere that we apply that concealer. Now going to the eyes, we're going to use our bronzer as an eyeshadow. We're going to use this to create some definition to the eye. So we're going to use this bronzer. You can use whichever bronzer you regularly use. And I'm just going to be using a BH Cosmetics brush that looks like this. You can use any fluffy brush that you have that you like for your crease area. I'm just going to be using this, and I'm not going to be like precise or really stuck up about it. I'm just going to kind of drag this in windshield motions throughout my crease, and if it comes out to my lid, it's okay. You guys can see the difference. It's just creating a little bit of definition. And you're not getting any eyeshadows because, let's be real, in the morning we don't have time to be taking out palettes and picking out which eyeshadow we're gonna use. And since we're using such a big fluffy brush, our blending process is just gonna be so much easier. Now we're gonna go in to apply a little bit of glitter and glamour to our eyes with our highlighter. This is a drugstore highlighter. It's the Balm Cosmetics Meli Luminizer. I know they don't have it at the drugstore here in Puerto Rico, but it is a drugstore. However, it's not that cheap. It's $24. I'm sure the Wet n Wild ones that are right now are really good for this as well. And we're gonna be using our fingers because that's the best tool God gave us. So just use your fingers and put this all across your lid area. And the eye look, it's complete. We're not going in with any liner or anything. We're just gonna apply a whole bunch of coats of mascara just like I normally use. And this is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara. I love this mascara. I love it. I live by it. And I haven't been using it because the last time that I was going to get it, I went towards the other one, the one that I've been using before, and I liked it, but it's waterproof, so it's a bitch to get out. So I'm just using this one for today. And as you guys can see, I got a little bit of mascara on my eye area, but that's okay because when you get mascara anywhere on your face, you just want to let it sit for a good 60 seconds or so and take it off with a Q-tip or just a brush. So now I'm just gonna start filling out my brows. I already did this one off camera, but I'm gonna do my back brow on camera, and I have a lot of hair naturally on my brows, so any product that I put on it, it might make it look a little bit too much, so I have to be very careful. And I'm just going in with this NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. I'm just going in here like strokes. As you guys can tell, I didn't start at the beginning of my brow just because that's gonna give it a more natural appeal. Because you don't want to start here, you want to start like a little bit backwards just to give it that natural appeal. So I think they look about good, I guess. Done. And now we're gonna go in and bronze up our skin a little bit. Using the same bronzer, I'm going in with my Too Faced, but any bronzer that you prefer will be good. I'm just going to be using this brush. I don't even know where I got this from. I think my mom gave it to me. I'm just going to really top up the excess and just bronze up my face. Just take this all over my cheeks. Not trying to contour anything. On my forehead. All over here because we want to look bronzy, goddess-like for the summer and for work. And now we're gonna go in with the same bronzer, just with a big fluffy brush by Real Techniques to just kind of bronze up the whole face, but really tapping up the excess just to make sure that everything looks seamlessly and not just bronze and then white. Just take it across your face very lightly, tapping up that excess and barely putting anything on, as I say. And now for my favorite part, and since we don't have time to use two brushes to blush and highlight, I'm going to be using the same brush, and this big stippling brush, and I'm going to be going in with my highlighter first and then with my blush. I'm going to be using the same highlighter that I applied as an eyeshadow on my eyes. It's the Meli Luminizer by Balm Cosmetics. And girl, if you have texture, don't be afraid of highlighter. Use your highlighter anyways. Glow for the gods for you. It's okay. I have texture and I put it on a lot. I don't mind. You see, I like to concentrate it on the apples of my cheeks just when I smile. It gets like a nice little glow there. So that's why I do that. And now we're gonna go in with blush, and I'm gonna be using the NYX Illuminator. Yeah, NYX Illuminator. And it looks like this. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, a little bit of a glow, which some of you might not like. I don't love too much of glitter on my blushes. I like more of a sheen, but this is a really good blush nevertheless. So we're just gonna smile while we're doing this and apply it. And now to just make sure that everything is really blended out and seamlessly, we're gonna go back in with that same fluffy brush with nothing on it and just run it across our face. And now we're gonna go in with a little bit of NYX. This is their cream, no, soft matte lip cream, and I'm gonna be using the shade Istanbul. I already have a little bit of Vaseline on my lips, but that's okay because it's only gonna make it look a little bit glossy, and we want that. And we're not going to be putting this all over our lips because, as you guys can see, it's very pigmented. So I'm just going to be using this finger, the one that I used to put on my shadow, and just tap it, do tapping motions all over my lips, not adding any more product. So as you guys can see, it's just a very pretty color when you do that with your fingers. And I'm going to go in and apply a little bit more of my really ratchet looking Vaseline. I need to get another one. And it looks like you just apply a gloss over it, but you're still really hydrating your lips throughout the day. So that's a really good technique that I've been doing for a while. So this is it, guys. This is it for the look. As you guys can see, it's itty bitty and really easy look to create, and it doesn't take a long time. As you guys can see, it's a little longer on my tutorial because obviously I'm talking to you guys, I'm explaining how to do stuff, but when you're on your own in your house, you don't talk to anyone, so it's gonna be a really quick look to create, and it's gonna be work appropriate, it's summer appropriate, it's back to school appropriate. It's a really appropriate look for any daytime look event that you want to do, like going out to the groceries or just going to work, like I said. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and this is for you, mom. I created this look for you and for anyone out there who is a working mother and doesn't have a lot of time to slap on too much makeup in the morning. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.